Hi, thanks for joining me today on the Gratitude Incarnate podcast. I'm Amanda Rose, and this is the Daily Divine Download. So, if you've been following the podcast, you know that I've been doing a lot of work on stepping into the vibe of a queen. You know, they say that those who can't teach, but there are so many things that I am capable of doing, and learning about gratitude and sharing that with others is something I'm very capable of doing. And I used to identify with a teacher, but now I identify as a leader. Okay. And that's what I want. That's what I really deeply desire, is leading others towards a life that embodies gratitude and creates the abundance that you deserve, not just what you desire, but what you deserve. So in doing this work, I've done a lot of thinking about what the archetype of the queen is all about. So, and archetypes is something that is kind of new to me and something that I'm learning about, and it's this embodiment of who we are. And I think I'll get into that one day. Maybe that will be our subscription episode for next month. That sounds really good. So, bam, I just got a download right here recording this. So anyway, a queen is authentic. A queen is not afraid to be seen, and a queen is not afraid to be heard. So in embodying this vibe and this archetype, I'm working on just that, being authentic, being seen, and being heard. So, I've talked to you guys a little bit about this before, but for me, that is a little bit scary. And we have to learn to lean into that fear when it comes to the things that we're passionate about, because that's how we break those barriers, and that's how we move on to the next level. That's how we achieve what we're after. And for me, that's how I achieve this embodiment of a queen. So I decided last night, so I love working with the cycles of the moon. Okay. I feel very connected to it. And it just really makes things simple for me. Like new moon, new intentions, full moon, releasing, things like that. So and maybe that's another episode we'll get into. Maybe that'll be next month's question and answer episode. So here's the thing. I decided I'm going to make this video last night, right? And I make the video, and there's little things that I could critique about it. All artists judge themselves more than anyone else. And I made the video and I edited it and I went to upload it onto social media. And I don't know what went wrong, guys, but the video was upside down and it was so frustrating. But being a queen also means that I don't complain, okay? I'm not negative. So I started thinking about this, like, okay, let me recognize these feelings of frustration. And if you are a subscriber and you listen to the human design episode, then you'll know that for me, frustration is a big sign that I need to pay attention to this. Why is this frustrating me? And what can I do to shift out of that frustration? So I started thinking, I love making these videos, and even though it's kind of scary, I really enjoy the process of creating this content. However, the editing process is not really something that I enjoy, and typically I find it quite frustrating. So I started thinking about that a little bit deeper. What does this mean? How can I learn from this? How can I grow from this and have gratitude for this experience right now? Well, I had a light bulb moment. A queen has a team, a very valuable team where every person plays a special role that raises her up. And for me, I need an editor. Because that, if I can find an editor who shares the same core values as me, as I do, then I can take that frustration out of this process. And you guys, that person is going to do such a better job of editing my videos than I could ever do myself. Okay? That's what frustration can show us. That's how we can have gratitude through those frustrating experiences. Okay? So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. When you're feeling those feelings of frustration, how can you shift your mindset to shift out of those feelings and use that for your greater good? That's what a queen does, okay? Or a king. So I hope that's helpful. Go over to my stories on Instagram at The Abundance Architect and check those videos out. Check out my part of my process for my new moon intention settings. And thanks for listening. Thanks for hitting play. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.